Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite Sierra adventure games from 1989. It's Hero's Quest, So You Want to Be a Hero, aka Quest for Glory 1. Yes, this is my original copy and it's great. I'm lucky that I still have it. We're going to be playing this today on original MS-DOS Tandy hardware. This is a Tandy 2500SX33. It's a 386 computer, and it's got a Roland MT-32 attached to it. Now, when I originally played this game back in 1989, I didn't even know what an MT-32 was, and I didn't have a sound card either. I was just playing this on my Tandy 1000SX with Tandy 3-voice sound, and I thought that was great at the time. But the Roland music and sound effects really add to this. It really makes it sound so much better. So let's get going. I have all my games organized here. There's Quest for Glory 1. We'll let this load up. As you can see here in the bottom left corner of the screen, I have a slideshow with some stills from my actual boxed copy showing up. I just thought that would add some extra authenticity to this video. So here is the opening screen. This was the first Sierra game, as far as I know, that didn't have any copy protection to it, and when I was a kid that was great because I didn't have to look up, something from the manual just to get into the game every time. And this is our opening screen, so let's watch the introduction. And like most Sierra games, they mix in a little bit of humor with it. As we can see here, as our hero is chasing and then retreating from one of these monsters at the beginning here. And then we have our credits, written and directed by Laurie Ann Cole. I believe she wrote and directed the entire series. Programming by Robert Fishback, Corey Cole, Larry Scott, and Jerry Shaw. Animation and background scenes. Quite a number of people worked on this, but we'll just skip through the rest of the credits for now. Music by Mark Siebert. So this game was the first in a Sierra game, as far as I know, where you could actually choose your character class. And we have 3 to choose from here: a fighter, a magic user, or a thief. And this made it more like an adventure game, more like a role-playing game than just your standard Sierra adventure game. So I like to choose the thief because it's more of a well-rounded class. And there's quite a few sections of the game that you can play as the thief that you just can't play as the other 2 characters. Let's give him a name. Philadelphia Collins. Now you get to add extra points. You have an extra 50 points available. The first thing I always do is on the skills that have 0, I give them at least 5, because if you go into the game with a skill at 0, I don't think you can ever actually level that skill up. So you have to have some points on everything. I usually also put a bit of extra health on weapon use. And let's put the other, put some on strength. Just gives you a bit of a head start. I'll do another on weapon use. Another 5 on weapon use. Okay, let's start the game. And here we go. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. What do you call yourself? What's your name? Philadelphia Collins. Good luck in your quest, Philadelphia Collins. Look at Sheriff. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you reason to believe that he's no pushover. Look at Otto. There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. He seems cheerful enough, though. Look at town. This seems like a quiet little town. The windows glow from the light inside. The sign reads Hero's Tale Inn. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shameen at your service. May you find what you seek here. Talk to Shireen. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shima. And this family is pretty much your first set of allies in the game, as far as I remember. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer, from afar. Do you wish food or drink? Food. Ask for food. We have very good stew of newborn lamb along with honey chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Now let's look at my inventory. And I have 10 silver coins. So let's buy the food. With great pleasure will I serve you a fine meal. Let's see if I get some points for this. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. You thank Shima and pay her. Eat food. The food tastes surprisingly good. The beverage goes down smoothly and well. So I did get a point for that. Look at inn. This looks like an alpine inn, complete with dishes on the wall and heavy beams on the ceiling. It is pleasantly warm and the aroma of strange spices fills the air. Look at fireplace. The warmth of the fire feels good on such a chilly day. The proprietor of the inn apparently thinks so too. Cats always seem to gravitate to a warm hearth. Now, if I want to come back here later in the game, I can, and I can spend the night. And that also heals you. But for now, we'll move on. Look at woman. She's deeply asleep in her rocker. We'll go into the guild hall. This is kind of the first place you should check out to see what's going on in the valley. This Adventurer's Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moosehead and other stuffed monsters, a saurus, troll, griffin, dragon, and cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp, all adorn the walls. You see the registration book on the desk and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated by the fire must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Let's see if I can sign the book. You sign your name into the adventures logbook with a flourish. Well, that gave me a point. Look at dragon. Even in death, the monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Look at Cheetor. The head is like a panther's, but with a strong, human-like quality. It is still rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetor slain by Wolfgang Abentur. Look at Troll. It looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The plaque reads, Troll slain by Wolfgang Abentur. Look at Antwerp. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp slain by two guys from Andromeda. And of course, those are the creators of the Space Quest series. Look at Saurus. You never saw a purple Saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plaque reads, Saurus slain by Hans Halfwitten. Look at Moose. The plaque under the moose says, Courtesy of Sierra Online Prop Department. So we have a quests board here, and this is going to tell us about all the things we need to do in the valley. Okay, so here we are at the quest board. Let's take a look at these quests. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at the Spielberg Castle gates. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at the Spielberg Castle gates. This poster seems to have been here a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Notice, spell components needed, cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Wanted, brigand leader. Description, unknown appearance, wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at the Spielberg Castle gates. So we have 2 or 3 different people to inquire about. We have Elsa, we have Bernard, we have the Brigand Warlock, and we also need to check in at the healers because we have 2 things to do with the healer, the ring and the potions. Okay. And I'm going to save my game. We'll just go first. Save. Guild. We'll just call it Guild Hall. Always a good idea to save your game frequently with these Sierra games. The man is snoring. Ach, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Ask about Elsa. Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was the Baron's pride and joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which came over the wall and flew off with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up. Everyone, that is, except for the Baron's jester, Yorick. Ask about Yorick. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Ask about Bernard. He was a hero and worthy of the name Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large and deep claw marks. No sign of the baronet's body was ever found. Ask about Baron. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when we were younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said that he goes nowhere and sees no one. Ask about Baba Yaga. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogress. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. And of course that's why we're here. Ask about thieves. You know, that reminds me very little of the time old Schultz and I... Wait a minute, it'll come to me. Ask about thieves guild. Welcome back. It is good to see you again. So many adventurers never return. Someday you and I will go on an adventure together. Okay, I think we've got everything we can out of this guy. Let's go in the magic shop. Tall shelves with books and odds and ends suited to magic line the walls. In front of you is a counter with a pentagram embossed on the front. The ceiling and the far wall are mysterious indeed. There is a strange symbol on the floor. The ceiling is shrouded with clouds of smoke. Look at shelves. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, a frog. I am Zara, and my companion is Damiano. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. We have very little for one such as you who have not been initiated, but what we have could prove useful. Ask about spells. We sell several magical spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Flame Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, or the Open spell for 30 silver. I also know that you can find a wonderful spell if you learn the secret of Arana's peace. We got a point for that. Ask about Elsa. We are entities of magic and power. Matters such as that are of little importance. He was once the great leader of this land until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. Ask about Bernard. We choose only to answer questions which interest us. Do not persist with uninteresting questions. Ask about magic. There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town and a good deal of magic in this valley. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. And since I have added points to my magic, I only have 5 magic. I can use magic in this game if I want to. I'd have to start buying spells and practicing with the magic. Alright, we're going to leave her for now. We can always come back. Ask about Elsa. The sheriff says, "You think I'm going to tell you everything I know about everything? Go look around and find things out for yourself." Talk to Otto. Otto only expresses himself physically. Okay, let's keep going. You can smell apples as you approach this corner. The pretty young centaur looks at you and says, "Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Do you wish to buy some nice fresh fruits or vegetables?" Look at fruits. The selection is meager and the appearance is not of the best, but the aromas are strangely enticing. A barrel contains some small apples and there are several types of vegetables on the counter. Look at Centaur. The creature is in charge of the farmer's mart and is a rather lovely and shy-looking young centaur. Look at building. It looks pretty normal. Look at shops. The bakery seems to be closed, although there are some dried-up looking cupcakes in the window. There is a sign on the door which says, "Gone fishing." Alms, alms for the poor. Give silver to man. I got a point for that. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay. And don't go out at night. Ask about brigands. Thieves prowl the streets at night. They don't bother me because I have nothing to steal. The brigands are worse. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. Ask about Elsa. I'm afraid I can't tell you much about that. Ask about Baron. You can get a job cleaning the Baron's stable, I understand. It's good work if you want to build up your muscles or have a place to spend the night. But you won't get rich. I'd rather beg myself. So that's good to know. If I need to make some money, I can go clean the stables. A word of warning to you. Don't drink the dragon's breath. Now this is the bar. The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, two gamblers are playing cards. And it looks like that's the baker sitting there. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. Okay, I'm just going to save my game. Tavern. What do you want? Well, let's try the dragon's breath, even though we were warned not to use it, not to eat it, not to drink it. The bartender bellows, "Sit down first. You're not close enough to a bar stool." What do you want? Order dragon's breath. The bartender is emphatic as he tells you, if you want a mug of dragon's breath, house rules say it'll have to be cash up front. You cough up the cash. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher, our friend here wants dragon's breath. There you go. Drink dragon's breath. You've never tasted anything like it before. Oh, wow. Poof. Talk about a fiery brew. Maybe you really shouldn't have tried the dragon's breath. Better luck next time, and we hope you saved your game. Well, I'm glad I did. Now, I think there is something, look at stool, under the stool here. There seems to be something slimy spilled on top of the stool, and it is eating into the wood. You think perhaps you should sit on the next stool over. Look under stool. That looks mighty nasty. Reach under stool. Look under stool. Nothing but a dirty floor. Move stool. It looks like something you'd expect to see in a tavern, but a lot dirtier. Move stool. Now, I'm pretty sure that somewhere under here there's a note or something you're supposed to pick up. Maybe that comes later. Okay, we're gonna head out into the wilderness. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just cold. You are on your own in a very dangerous place. Save game. Valley. First time. Now, I think if I go this way, we're going to find a fox. No. Wrong screen. The roar of the waterfall fills your ears, and the cold spray dampens your face as you approach. Look at water. The water seems to be trying to fly as it leaps from the mountain above. Look at door. The door is built into the face of the mountainside. You suspect that the person who lives behind it treasures privacy. It's a large door. It must open pretty wide. Now, I should mention that I have a map of the countryside here. I've played this game before, so I have already made this map. Now, if you were playing the game for the first time, having a map would be a little bit of a cheat, because part of the fun in playing these games is just discovering each screen one at a time and finding out where you're going. But I have played this before. I played it when I first got it 30 years ago, and I also played it a year ago. So I'm just going to use this map for finding out where I need to be. Look in log. The hollow log looks somberly back with its single giant eye, and you know at once that nothing is to be gained by investigating this gaunt relic of a more vertical past. Oh, we're going to fight. Okay, let's do a fight. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Now, the thief is one of the weaker classes, but I still managed to squeak that one out. My first fight. Search. Body. You search your opponent. You find 9 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. So by fighting and recovering money from dead bodies is a good way of building up your stash of gold and silver. Save game. Now, if I go to my character stats, my vitality and luck has gone up, as well as my puzzle points and experience. So you need to keep checking your character sheet every once in a while, and any numbers that are listed in red are skills that you've gained points in. Now, I'm a little bit surprised I didn't gain any points in weapon use, but perhaps the fact that I had it set at 25 made it possible for me to win that battle fairly easily. But now I need to get some health because I'm really low on health. Now I think the fox is this way. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. He was supposed to be there. Maybe he doesn't appear every time. There we go. There seems to be a fox north of the road. And he's caught in a trap. Help me, brave and kind hero. Look at fox. The fox seems to have a foot caught in a trap. Open trap. You spring the trap. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite, even to rude people. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the dryad. Au revoir. Ta-ta. See you sometime. Okay, let me just save. Saved fox. Now I cannot afford to get into any fights right now. Here we go. Here, the bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you near a hut by the side of the road. Look at tree. The tree is a large oak. There is a nest on a single limb that seems to reach out toward the hut. Look at nest. It is made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, probably stolen from the healer's garden. There is a bird-like creature sitting in the nest. Look at bird. The creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Now, I already know that in that nest is the healer's ring. So if I climb the tree, I will be able to get that ring. Now, here's the thing about climbing. Since I only have, what's my climbing skill? 5, which is the minimum. I don't have enough skill to actually climb this tree yet. But the fun thing, and sometimes tedious thing about this game is, by grinding, you're able to raise your skill points. So if I go climb tree, I'll try to climb the tree, but I won't be able to. It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Now you can see that my climbing skill did go up from doing that. So if I just keep climbing the tree, or attempting to climb the tree, over and over and over again, we will eventually climb the tree. Now this is a little bit tedious, but it does make sense. I mean, you're practicing your climbing, and the more you practice, the more skills you gain, and eventually you're going to be able to climb it. Let's look at our character sheet again. So now we're up to 13. I think when I hit 20, I might be able to climb it. We'll just keep trying. You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. Well, let me rest for a second. After 10 minutes rest, you feel better. After 10 minutes rest, you feel better. I'm just going to keep resting. You're too impatient to rest right now. So I think the resting gave me more stamina points. Okay, we're at 19 climbing points, and our strength and agility has also started to climb, also started to go up. Try it a couple more times. Okay, I'm going to save the game because I have increased my skill set. There we go. We finally got it. A big grin, and the bird flew off. Okay, look at nest. The nest sits on the branch. In the nest is an object which appears to be a ring, glinting in the sunlight. Take ring. And he steadily tiptoes out to the end of the branch. You carefully bend down and reach into the nest. In the nest you find a gold ring. You take the ring and move carefully back along the limb. Made it. Now back down the tree. Alright, let's save my game again. Took ring. Knock on door. You hear the inside bolt slide open. Come on in. The fragrance of herbs mingle with some other rather pungent odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me. I always have so much to do around here. Ask about spell components. I will pay you for Cheetor claws, troll beard, magic mushrooms, and flowers from Arana's piece. Okay, I just need to make a note of that so I remember. Claws, troll beard, mushrooms, flowers from Arana's piece. Ask about ring. It is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb elthilas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Well, little does she know that we have it. Look at ring. A fine golden ring. Give ring to woman. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy to have my ring back. Big smooch. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. Now, how do I check the time? Time of day, Control T. Sunset approaches on day 1. Now my health is still really low. My stamina is still low. Strength went up to 28, or sorry, my climbing went up to 28 after climbing that tree. So I'm going to head back into town because I know sunset is approaching. And I'm going to spend a night in the inn. Look at man. The merchant is a rather fat man with a small mustache and beard. He wears a turban. Talk to merchant. No one responds. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. Ask about thieves. I am sorry, but I am much too broken to talk about such things right now. I have lost everything. Ask about brigands. 2 weeks ago, I was about to become wealthy beyond my dreams. I, Abdullah Du, Would be the first merchant into the valley this year, but my life was shattered by those vile brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. They first used some magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All of my trade goods were taken from me, right before my very eyes. Why the brigand leader spared my life, I don't know. I am now but a beggar living off the generosity of my friends. So this little group in the inn is kind of your group of friends that you're putting together. Abdullah Du and the 2 cat people. Talk to Sharma, was that his name? Talk to Cat. Very good food, very good drink. Finest in town. Sit, rest, and you will be served by my Shima. Well, I've already done that. Buy room. May you dream of all the rewards you deserve. You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silvers for the room. Asleep at the Hero's Tail Inn. The sleep heals and refreshes you. The score was 45. Not sure if I got points there or not. Let's look at my character sheet. Well, that didn't give me full health, but it did go up a bit. My stamina went up. Interestingly, my magic points have gone up. Okay. Day is dawning on day 2. So time passes by days and nights in this game, which was also a first for a Sierra game. The first time you had day and night cycles in a Sierra game. Okay, so we're fairly freshly refreshed. Day 2 begins. I can get on my way and start doing some of these quests. Let's look at our map. Okay, so I'm in Spielberg. I'm going to go see the Dryad. So I need to go down 2 and to the left. Down 2 and west. That was another fight, but I'm not going to take it. Oh, okay. I guess I am. Now you can see I'm not nearly as good at fighting a brigand yet. Luckily, I just saved it. Now, I could have also tried to escape from that fight. If you hit Control E, I think you get an escape. The white stag. I should have looked at the stag. Look at stag. You seem to have startled the white stag. You follow the stag into this forest corner. You feel as though the eyes of the forest are watching you. You watch the stag, fascinated with his grace and beauty. There is something special about this place. Look at tree. The large gnarled oak seems to draw your attention. I am the dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? Now I can answer yes here, but I'm just going to let it go to get more dialogue. You need to become a friend of the forest. Harm not the gentle creatures or plants. See with all your senses the magic of the trees and wild places. Wander and learn. Then you too will be in harmony with the forest. Now, if I leave the screen and come back, I can talk to her again. Well, hero-to-be, are you yet a friend of the woods? Yes. Then you shall aid me, and I shall aid you in your quest. Bring me a seed from the spore-spitting Spirea of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. Thus will you become a true friend of the forest. Okay, better save it. Okay, so I'm at the dryad. If I go north, well, we'll go to the fairy screen. Here are the mushrooms that the healer asked for. Take mushroom. You pick a handful of the smaller mushrooms and carefully put them away in your backpack. Now this is the goblin campout. Now what I could do is start fighting goblins here, and maybe I will. I think I can fight. Just one for now. Let's see. Looks like no one has the stomach to fight you. I think if I keep walking around, one might come out to fight. Maybe not. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Well, this is Baba Yaga's hut. Look at the hut. The hut is a strange little house perched on chicken legs. Look at skull. The skulls on top of the fence have eerily glowing eyes. The large skull on the gate seems to stare vacantly at you. The skull is speaking. Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Talk to skull. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal. Ask about deal. All the other skulls have glowing eyes. But me, no. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gates. That's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I'll let you in the gate. Well, is it a deal or isn't it? Yes. The deal is made then. A glowing gem in exchange for an opportunity to see Baba Yaga herself. Okay, so we've made a deal with the skull to get a gem. Okay, here are the spore-spitting Spirea. As you can see, these funny plants spit that little seed around. Okay, climb. Now I know if I climb the rock, I can catch the seed. It looks difficult. You look around for a good place to climb. This looks like a good place to you. You valiantly scramble against the cliff wall, but it looks like perhaps there is some other way to get to your objective. Okay, so I know I just need to get my climbing skills up, so we'll just do the old try again thing. Your skills could stand some improvement. Perhaps there is some other way. Now, I think being a magic user, I could also use some kind of a spell here to get it. But I know if I keep trying to climb, I'll eventually get up there. Okay, there we go. Let's just see what our... Yeah, we're up to 35 climbing now. So you can see the climbing just keeps steadily going up. Catch seed. And we just have to wait until they spit it to that center plant and we'll catch it. There we go. You put the seed into your pack and climb down. Caught seed. Okay, so we're at the plant screen. Now if I go all the way back down to the dryad, so we need to go west and south a few screens. Oh, there's another goblin. I'll try to take this fight. The goblins are usually fairly easy. Got him just barely. Search body. You search your opponent. You find 10 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. Okay, so that wasn't bad. File, save, caught seed. Okay, let's get out of here. There's the stag, so I know I'm in the right spot. Actually, I do want to just check my character chart again. It's funny, my weapon use hasn't gone up yet. My health is really low, my stamina is low. Again, you feel a sense of closeness with nature. What a beautiful animal. Have you brought the seed I requested? Yes. Give the seed to me. You drop the seed into the dryad's limbs. Now this will boldly grow where none has grown before. Heed now my words, friend of the forest, and heed them well. Friend, you must know that there is an evil in this valley, which perverts the ways of nature. The prophecy says that a hero will bring a young human from out of this darkness. If you are the one to accomplish this task, there is a potion to break enchantments, which you must have the healer make. You must gather these ingredients. Okay, time to keep my little list going here. Flower from Arana's piece, which we already need anyways for the healer. Green fur. Fairy dust. And a magic acorn. And flying water. Farewell, friend, I must return to my concentration. May the forest forever surround you. You see an acorn fall slowly to the ground. Well, that takes care of the acorn. Take acorn. You pick up the dryad's gift of a magic acorn. Let's see here. Let's just save the game again. Took acorn. Okay, let's see here. Let's check out my health is really low, so I need to get my health back up soon. I have 10 gold coins and 20 silver coins. Now, I can't remember how much a healing potion cost. but I will soon need to buy some healing potion. Now I need to avoid fighting right now. Okay, here's another spot. This is the outside wall of the town, and there's a target here, and you can throw your dagger at the target. And if you keep throwing it and picking it up, your throwing skill, whoops, will go up. See, my throwing went up to 8, so let's just get it up to 10. I remember as a kid discovering that you could do this. I thought it was so cool that you could build up your skills just by repeating the same action over and over again. And I specifically remember doing that here a lot. I think when you go to fight somebody, you can throw the dagger at them first before you enter the battle, and you can kind of get an initial hit in on the person before you start fighting. But I think you need 2 daggers to do that. And there is a spot later in the game where we can get another dagger. So that got my throwing up to 11. Okay, what time of day is it? It's mid-morning on day 2, so it's still early. Okay. Now we'll try this. Yeah, that didn't last long. Good thing I just saved it. See, that's why you always have to save your game. Slow down a little bit here. By pressing the plus and minus keys, I can speed up and slow down the speed of the game pretty quickly. And that's a handy way to do it. Okay, let's talk to the healer. You hear the inside bolt slide open. Come on in. You say to the healer, I have been to visit the dryad of the woods. She gave me a magic acorn and told me the formula for a potion to dispel enchantments. Ask about dispel potion. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust, green fur, flowers from Arana's piece, magic acorn, and flying water. Give acorn. So you helped the dryad. That's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy. So that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. And then she just tells me the rest of the ingredients she needs. Ask about healing spell. Ask about healing potion. This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. Buy healing potion. You pay the healer for the potion and put it away. I hope this will help you. So how much money do I have left? 8 gold coins, so that must have been a $20 potion. Ask about potions. Oh, healing is 40 silvers. Okay. Yes, well, you often need healing potions. Healing potions obviously keep you alive, and the main reason to fight is to keep getting money so you can buy potions. So every once in a while it's good to take a fight just so that you can get some gold or silver so you can buy more potions. Okay, so let's go back here. Well, what was my skill? What was my... Health is at 23, is only at 3, so I may as well drink that potion. Drink healing potion. The drink soothes as it goes down. Now if I look at my stats, well, that didn't even heal me all the way up. Talk to man. Go ahead. Open gate. Are you speaking to me? Yes. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat yourself? Open gate. Very well. Look at man. The man has the muscles of a trained athlete and is apparently quite skilled with the sword. Look at castle. The door to the Baron's castle is well guarded. So this is Baron von Spielberg's castle, and we're inside the castle gates. Talk to man. If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face. Talk to man. Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something interesting to me. Ask about Baron. The Baron had the wisdom to recognize greatness when I presented myself. Thus he made me the weapon master. Ask about Elsa. Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask about Baron's son. The baronet had some minor talent with weapons, but he was too impatient. If he had but listened and learned what I teach, he would never have been lost. Ask about fighting. Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of the muscle strength and agility's control. It is an art in the outwitting and outmaneuvering of the opponent. I am, of course, a most skilled artist. Do you fight? Yes. I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. For a mere gold coin, I will be glad to give you some practice and some pointers on how to better your skills. So if I go into a little sparring match with this guy, it's going to help me improve my fighting skills. Will you pay for a lesson? First, I want to look at my skill sheet. Weapon use, parry, and dodge are still what they were when I first started the game. So we're going to take them on. You pay the weapon master's price, and then I salute you. On guard, shouts the weapons master. And the lesson begins. Now, I'm just kind of randomly... You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. I guess I should have rested first. The lesson wears you down and you've become exhausted. Even as we fought, I could detect your skills improving through practice. It was most prudent that you should give in to my superior skill. The art of dancing would be a good skill for you to practice, my friend. The balance of the body over the rapidly moving feet has won many a contest. Should we meet again, I would not be adverse to another go-around. Farewell, friend. Okay, I need to rest. After 10 minutes rest, you feel better. So I think resting has to do with stamina. Oh, you can see my parrying went up. Let's rest. I'll keep resting until it won't let me rest anymore. You're too impatient to rest right now. Oh, resting also gets your health up a bit, and it raised my stamina up quite a bit too. Look at horse. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. Talk to horse. Nay, says the horse. You looking for some work? Look at man. Quit fidgeting and answer me, yes or no? Yes. No one... Talk... Well, if you don't want to answer... talk to man. The stableman can't hear you. Yes. I messed that up. Okay, let me see. If I go back, he should let me help him clean the stables. I see you're back. Need some work. Yes. Good. Come in here and take a rake. And now we're going to clean out the stables. And I think you get 5 silver for this. Not a lot of money, but it's something. Okay, come on over here. The stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Ask about Elsa. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. I don't need your comments either. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Ask about life. Ask about stable. Okay, he doesn't want to talk. Ask about Baron. Just get out and wander around a little. You'll find out. Okay, so let's go up and see what these guys have to say. Look at castle. The castle grounds look like no one has taken care of them. The castle is still impressive close up, but it looks rather dirty. No one enters the castle without the Baron's permission. Ask about Baron. The Baron sees no one. Ask about Elsa. The Baron's daughter has been gone for years. Ask about Barnard. The Baronet Barnard von Spielberg is missing. Ask about Baba Yaga. I can't help you on that. Ask... Why don't you ask Carl? Who is Carl? I'm not sure to what you're trying to do. Carl might be the guy at the front gate. Ask about Valley. It is not our place to answer questions. Okay. And we have a guy sitting out in front of the barracks here. Go away. This is just the barracks for us guards. Ask about guards. I'm not here to answer your stupid questions. Go talk to Carl, the gatekeeper. He talks to anyone about almost anything. Okay, I guess that's our answer. Ask about Elsa. Okay, this guy's not speaking either. Okay, let's get out of here. I remember in the guild hall there, it did say talk at the castle gates. So, ask about Elsa. Are you speaking to me? Yes. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat yourself? Ask about Elsa. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with her braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes, like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence now, and we've already been there and seen those skulls. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. And I think we got a point for that. Ask about Baba Yaga. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Ask about magic. I wouldn't know much about that. I don't get around much these days. Ask about Barnard. The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was once a proud young man with the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning, and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the baronet, but I fear he is dead. Ask about Baron. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Ask about Valley. Spielberg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family. Now the Baron will not leave his castle and has no idea of the ruin this land has come to. Ask about magic. I wouldn't know much about that. I think that's pretty much all he's going to say. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, I just realized that I had those mushrooms. I think I can give them to the healer. Well, what can I do for you this time? Let's see here. I have 7 gold and 5 silver. Give mushrooms. These are very nice. I'll dry them and grind them into a powder. Let me think. Oh yes, I said these are worth gold. Here you are. Okay. Okay, here is the old centaur, and he's tending to his field. I think he is the father of the centaur that lives inside that works at the vegetable stand in town. The centaur stops raking as you approach. Ask about Elsa. I'm sorry, I know little about the Baron and his family. Ask about Baron. Ask about Valley. I'm afraid I can't tell you much about that. Ask about Brigands. The Brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter and my hooves are deadly, but there were too many of them. They nearly killed me. My right leg was broken, and there is no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of their leader, I would be dead. Ask about daughter. Hilda is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. Ask about vegetables. There are a few carrots and potatoes left from last season, but I'm just starting to plant this year's crops. Ask about farming. I can grow enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. You should see this field at harvest time. Ask about Spielberg. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. The produce is not of the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than Fredeferdern fruit come harvest time. Okay, I don't think you can really get anything else from him other than information. And it reminds me, I'm going to ask Carl about the brigands. Talk to man. Go ahead. Ask about brigands. Are you speaking to me? Yes. There are now too few guards to take out the brigands who still rob our people and drive away the traders. They hide somewhere near the edge of this valley. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this guy's doing. Look at man. Bruno hangs around the town gates. He will sell information. Talk to Bruno. You talking to me? Yes. No one responds. Ask about brigands. What's in it for me? If you give me a silver, I might have a bit of info you can use. Give silver. For another silver, I can tell you about where to go to find the Baron, Baba Yaga, or some goblins who have a lot of treasure. So if you want some information, hand me some cash. Well, we'll do it. Give silver. Okay, what do you want to know? Ask about goblins. The little pests are just northwest of the cemetery. They're a bunch of wimps. For a gold, well, I can tell you where the Thieves Guild is hidden. Give gold. Since we're a thief, we're going to want to know that information. Specify how many gold coins to give him. Give 1 gold. They hide it in the graveyard. It's under one of the tombstones. You can see the thieves if you go there at night. Ask about Thieves Guild. Give me dough, you know. Give silver. Okay, what do you want to know? Ask about Thieves Guild. Hey, I just know what I know. If you want other info, ask something else. Ask about Baron. You just take the road north from here, past the healers, and go till you get to the castle. For a gold, well, I can tell you where the Thieves Guild is hidden. Well, he's already told me that, and I think there's something else I can do. When you read the manual, it talks about giving a thieves sign. Show sign. Okay, there it is. Show sign. Bruno nods and makes the countersign. You need to talk to Sneak about the password. You can find him in the alley at night. Okay, so I think in the alley inside town at nighttime, if you want a good time, try the dragon's breath at the bar. Well, we've already tried that. Okay, so I'm going to go back into town here. Now, I forgot to go in here before, so let's go in here. Look at shop. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter on the shelves, there are many and various items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads his book. Talk to man. Go ahead, talk to him. Ask about wares. Ask about shop. Oh, I'm sorry, the shopkeeper blurts out. I didn't notice you coming in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it into town. You may be in luck. I carry a modest amount of adventurers' equipment behind the counter. Would you like to make a purchase? Yes. Oh, good. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Now, what was it that you wanted again? Now, I think he has flasks, and I know I need something to carry the water in that I need to give to the healer. Ask about flask. It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or two in case you want to pick up liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silvers each. Now, how much? Oh, geez, I'm already down to 2 silvers. Okay, well, I know I'm going to need 2. I need 1 for the water, and I think I need 1 for the fairy dust. But for now, we'll just, we'll buy 1 for now. Buy flask. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. Ask about daggers. Ah, the use of the dagger is a most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. I wonder if he has armor. Ask about armor. You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy though, and I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. Now, I think if you're playing the fighter class, you'd be more apt to buy the 500 silver chainmail armor. It's probably not something a thief would wear. Ask about items. I'm not sure what else he sells. Oh, okay. I carry weapons, armor, daggers, rations, ale flasks, and various foodstuffs. Ask about rations. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 5 rations will cost you just 5 silvers. And ask about food. Well, that's what he just told me. Ask about items. What else did he have? Armor, daggers, rations, ale, and various foodstuffs. Ask about foodstuffs. Okay. Well, I think we've asked him about everything. Ask about Spielberg. I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs. Ask about Valley. Ask about Elsa. Ask about brigands. Okay, I think he's given us all the information we can get. Alright, what time of day is it? Sunset approaches on day 2. And where's my health at? of 28. Strength, vitality, okay. Okay, I'm gonna save game. Just overwrite that one. Sunset approaches, okay. Now, I still don't really need anything at night. Okay, we'll try this fight. Actually, no, I don't need to fight. Fighting these dinosaurs doesn't get you any silver or any gold, so it isn't really even worth it. So I'm just going to escape. Okay, where's my map? I'm outside of Spielberg. I go down 2 and over 1 to the Hermit. So let's do that. Oh, I need to go back up and over. Now, with that empty flask, I should be able to take this water. Take water. You fill an empty flask with crystal clear water from the waterfall. Took water. Now, that reminds me, there's something else that I can do to build up some skills here. My stealth, I think, can be built up if I sneak. And as a thief, you can tiptoe and sneak around like this. And you need to do this later on at night when you're thieving. But if I do it during the day, I can actually build up some skill. Let's see here. I'm not sure which skill points it's gonna... Not sure which skill points are gonna get boosted by this, but we'll find out eventually here. I'm just gonna sneak for a while. Kind of looks funny. Knock on door. Come on in. Well, what can I do for you this time? Give water. The healer makes some sort of arcane gesture over the flask of water, then smiles. Flying water, how clever. Let's see, to make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust, green fur, and flowers from Arana's piece. Well, the fur and the flowers I know I can get right away because I don't need a container for those. Let's just look at our map again. So I'm currently at the healers, and directly north of me now is Arana's piece, though I do have to go around the castle. So how about we do that? I may as well go up there, and if it's nighttime by the time I get there, I can rest. Okay, well I don't really need to talk to the centaur again, so let's just go around him. Check my character stats. Intelligence 27. Okay, I'm just going to escape from this. Okay, let's head back north. I'm going to stop sneaking until I get to where I want to go. Okay, Arana's piece should be up here. Look at tree. The small tree is most amazing. It bears blossoms and fruit at the same time, and the fruit on its boughs seems to shyly appear and disappear, shimmering. Look at rock. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Look. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. And it turns out this is really basically the safest place to be in the entire game. No one ever comes here, and you can actually sleep here and gain health. Now, I know there's something under this rock. If you're a magic user, you can cast the open spell. But I think you can move it. Move rock. No amount of physical effort will be able to move this stone. Okay, I think I might have to have the open spell to do that. Look at fruit. The fruit sparkles in the sunlight, yet it appears soft and fuzzy. Take fruit. The fruit is very soft and juicy. It would be impossible to keep in your pack. Eat fruit. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. Well, that got me some points. Oh, my stealth did go up from doing that sneaking. Puzzle points went up, experience went up. Health is at 19. What if I eat fruit again? Eat fruit. Your hunger has been totally satisfied. You don't need another piece of fruit. You don't need another piece of fruit. Take flowers. As you pick a variety of the sweet-smelling flowers, they seem to glow in your hands. You put them safely away. I'm just going to save the game. Arana's piece. Look at my character stats again. Okay, so my health is at 19, my stamina is at 25. Sleep. You sleep comfortably amongst the fragrant flowers. You awake as the sun begins to rise. So you just automatically spend the night there if you sleep here. If you sleep. And now my health and stamina are both at full points. I'm going to keep sneaking and just see how far I can build up that score. I can always... Okay. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. See, the goblins are usually fairly easy. Search body. You search your opponent. You find 10 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. Okay, that's good. Save game. Just overwrite that game. Rest. Knock on door. We're going to give her the flowers. What can I do for you this time? Give flowers. Thank you. I often use flowers from Arana's piece in potion making. Here are your silvers. You put them away. I wonder if I can get more flowers and keep selling them to her. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust and green fur. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to look at the map again. So I am at the healers. If I go over to where the meeps are, I can get the green fur. So we're going to go do that. Let's turn the speed up. I think I had to go down one and then over. Okay, this is where the meeps live, and they essentially look like the Fry guys from McDonald Land. They're underneath these rocks. It almost looks like a game of whack-a-mole. Now, I can try to pull this rock. We see that the green one is under here. And you yank on the rock, but he doesn't want to come out. Talk to meeps. You hear squeaky muttering from beneath the ground. It seems the meeps are having quite a discussion about you. There's the green guy. Hiya, hiya. Nice to see you again. Talk to meep. Hey, just ask me about anything you want to know. Ask about Elsa. Gee, boss, I really don't know much about that at all. Hey, sorry. Ask about Valley. Okay, I don't think these guys really know much. Ask about Spielberg. Yeah, okay. Ask about fur. Hey, like fur is good stuff. Keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's green, you know. Take fur. The meeps would not appreciate it if you tried to take their fur. The weather here is still very cold. Ask about green fur. Oh, you want some green fur? I think I have some green fur here somewhere. Baby meep. Scroll. Oh, I wonder if I can take that scroll. Apple core. There's the fur. Hey, there you go. Hope it helps you. Take fur. You pick up the pile of soft green fur and carefully place it in your pack. Look at scroll. It looks like a spell scroll. Okay. I don't think I took this scroll the last time I played it. Take scroll. You pick up the spell scroll. As the magical runes fade, you find you know how to cast the detect magic spell. Take cores. You look at the apple cores and quickly decide they are of no use to you. Besides, they look disgusting. File. Let's save my game. Meeps. Took fur. Okay. Well, I now have the detect magic spell, so that's cool. This must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. It's certainly creepy enough here, even during the daylight hours. Now, I think this is where Bruno said something about the Thieves Guild. But I do know that the thieves also have a hiding spot underneath the bar, so I'm going to have to explore this again later. Look at tombstones. The carving on the gravestones, for the most part, seems to have been intentionally defaced and worn with time. Now, we can see that there's a strange red plant there. Look at plant. You don't see it. Look at root. Look on ground. Nothing grows in the dirt of the old graveyard. Some of the graves appear to have been disturbed. Look at mandrake. I know it's the mandrake root. You don't see it. Why don't I see it? It's right here. Look at root. Growing up out of the grave is an evil-looking plant with a slimy, poisonous sheen. Now, I could pick it, but I know if I pick it right now, it'll just turn to dust. There's a time where I need to come back later and pick it. Open door. Oh, knock on door. Come on in. Well, what can I do for you this time? What can I do for you this time? Well, you can take the fur. Give green fur. Those meeps sound so interesting. I'd like to meet them sometime. I'll get to work on that potion of yours. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust. Now, how much silver do I have? 15 silver. So I still need another 5 silver just to buy another flask. Though, oh no, I have an empty flask. Okay. Yeah, I have an empty flask from that potion that I drank. I forgot. I don't really need to be buying flasks because they come with the potions. Piece of paper, leather armor, dagger, food rations. Look at paper. Blank pieces of paper. Look at dagger. Daggers for throwing and close-in fighting. I have 1 dagger. Okay. What does my character sheet look like right now? Stealth, 17. Weapon use, 26. Okay. I'm actually going to go... Did I save my game? I think I did. I don't really remember what that detect magic spell does or where you should use it. I'm just going to try it. Cast detect magic. You sense a spiritual coldness. Okay. Look in hole. Nothing grows in the dirt of the old graveyard. Some of the graves appear to have been disturbed. Okay, let me just look at my map again. Stag, dryad, meeps. Baba Yaga, goblin camp. Okay. I also know that I need to buy vegetables in Spielberg for the frost giant, but we haven't even seen the frost giant yet. So maybe I should go see the frost giant. We'll take this fight. Should be able to beat a single goblin. Just getting him under the belt. It's closer than it should have been. Search body. You search your opponent. You find 10 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. Weapon use has gone up. Magic has gone up. Okay, it went up a point from casting that spell. It's funny, my stealth isn't going up that much. Actually, I'm going to rest. I'm going to need to get some health back, though. Far from the frost field fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands as Braugi. Barter with blades clash or bargain with me. Look at giant. From the blue color of his skin and his huge height, you can tell this is a frost giant. Look at snow. The mountains rise quickly from this point and are covered with snow. Ask about giant. Braugi I be, to boast of my boldness, strong as the storm that sends forth the snow, fiercer in fighting than foes in their fury. Fear now this frost giant, fighter and flee. Ask about north. Near now is north, for the winter has wandered, bringing this brave one to barter so bold. I journey from Jotunheim, home of the giants, source of all snowstorms, the sender of sleet. Ask about barter. Find me some fruit for to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from Jotunheim, flare of the frost flame. Fetch to me fruit that will fill up my fists. It looks like it will take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. And of course we know now that we can buy fruit from the centaur that works at the vegetable cart in Spielberg. Ask about fruit. High point of harvest, the finest of flavor. Apples or oranges, peaches or pears. Ask about gem. Glow of the frost flame that fills up the night field. A jewel that is flawless, the finest of gems. So if we give him the apples and we get the gem from him, I'm pretty sure the gem we can give to the skull at Baba Yaga's fence. Ask about fighting. Fiercer than frost's bite, my fury is fearless. My axe it is edged, as is the ice. This warrior is willing to wield now the war drum. The battle axe blazes and bellows for blood. Okay, I'm just going to save it. I love the sound effects, the wind sound effects. Frost giant. Now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to fight him, just to see what he looks like. Oh, that's funny. Instant death. The bigger they come, the harder they hit. Next time, pick on someone your own size. So you don't even get a chance to fight him. Okay. Okay, we're just going to escape this one. Because I would die right away. Let's see, how much? 7 gold, 25 silver. Yeah, I could really just use some free health right now. Let's go back to Arana's piece. Escape. Oh, there's a goblin, but I think I got away from him. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cast that spell here. Cast... what was the spell again? Detect magic. Cast Detect Magic. There is an aura of magic throughout this meadow. It seems to be benevolent and restorative. Oh, I wonder if I can just take the fruit again. Health points 4. Eat fruit. Your hunger has been totally satisfied. Your hunger has been totally satisfied. You don't need another piece of fruit. Oh, okay. I guess I can only eat the fruit once. Okay, let's sleep again. You just can't sleep during the daytime. I see. You have to be here at night. You either have to be here at night or as sunset approaches. What if I just rest? I'm too impatient to rest right now. Well, I do have a healing potion. I have 2 healing potions. So I better take one. Drink healing potion. The drink soothes as it goes down. That got me up to 30, up to 20. Um, 25 silver. Okay, let's go back into town. It's better to take on goblins because you can build up your fighting skill faster. So they're easier to fight. Search body. You search your opponent. What a waste, no treasure. That sucks. But my weapon use is slowly going up. Let's see here. Well, I'm gonna have to do another healing potion. Okay, I'm back up to 32. That got me up where I want to be. Save game. Okay, we'll do another fight. Search body. You search your opponent. You find 5 silver coins. Okay. I'm up to 30 silvers. My weapon use did not go up that time. Okay. I wonder if I can climb. I think I can climb over this wall. Oh, at nighttime I can. The town gate is wide open during the day. You would look silly climbing the wall. I think only the thieves can do that. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it works. There's Bruno again. I don't really need to talk to him. Ask about fruit. There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver. Since they are so small, we will have fresh cherries in a couple of months. Buy apples. You carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay the lady a silver piece. Now, I think I need 40, but I'm going to buy 50. That's 20, 30, 40, 50. That's a lot of apples to be carrying around, but we may as well go back to the frost giant. Okay, we're going to go and see that giant and see if I have enough apples for him. Look at giant. From the blue color of his skin and his huge height, you can tell this is a frost giant. Look at snow. The mountains rise quickly from this point and are covered with snow. Give apples. Fruit you have found to fill all my food stores. Thus filled the bargain, my gem you have bought. Braugi has bartered, and all has been answered. The mead it may mellow, and now I head home. Okay, the deal is done with the Braugi. Okay, let me just look at my inventory. Okay, so I gave all the apples. I might have needed 50, or maybe you just give him whatever you bought, no matter how much you bought. Glowing gems, 7 gold, 25 silver. Okay, that's good. We can save our game. It takes care of that part. Let me look at my character sheet. 22 of 35. Sneak. Okay, I think that's a good spot for me to pause the action for now. You can catch up with me again as I continue my playthrough in the next video.